Oh yeah, that's okay. Okay, can you turn on
Okay.
camera, Ken,
Okay,
please?
Mister. Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you
Yep.
for joining today's class. Yeah. So today we will discuss again about our today's lessons.
We
For
web,
today we
web
will
development,
discuss.
right?
Yeah. For today we will go for module 6 anyway. It's about the web page
Okay.
formatting.
Okay.
And yeah, before we go, just like usual, Keno, I want to ask about your routine. How was the holiday, Keno?
It was good. I went to Japan.
You went to Japan,
Yep.
okay, and after that, so you celebrate the Year's Eve on Japan?
No, like I went home at the last day of the year.
Oh, I see. So you're not celebrating your New Year's Eve on in Japan, yeah, right?
No, no,
So you still
no.
celebrate in Jakarta or in Bandung?
In Bandung, at my home, in my home
Oh, at
here.
my at your house. Okay, I see. Okay, and how was the school, Kano?
School, yeah, it's been fine.
You been fine? It's already
Yep.
finished for the holiday or still in holiday?
Still, I'm already. I've already started school.
Or you
Unlike,
start the school
yeah,
by what week?
unlike
So
the rest.
this is the first week that you attend the school?
Yep, this is the first week that I've attended
Oh,
school.
okay, I
Yep.
see. Okay, thank you for the updates, Kano. Yeah. Anyway, I cannot see your face. Anyway, can you adjust your camera
Okay.
so I can see your face? Okay, thank you. Okay, so for today, we will discuss about what I mentioned before. So we will go for the web page formatting. It's on the module 6 and lesson 2. We'll discuss about how to we can make our web page by using some like HTML, CSS, and maybe JavaScript yeah, for today's lessons. And maybe that's it yeah, for our introductions. Maybe we will start our class because the time also yeah. Okay, I will share my screen. Can you see my screen, Keanu?
Hmm?
Can you see my
Yes, I
screen?
can see your screen. Yes.
Okay, so basically it's about the module 6 and lesson 2. We go for the web page formatting. Maybe you're already familiar with this, yeah. Uh, so in this module, we will discuss about how we can make our own websites by using some like HTML and then JavaScript and also CSS, which is the cascading style sheet for today. So we will try to go first about the review introductions to web development. So let's go. So before we go for our class and presentations, let's go. We review first what we've learned so far in the previous week. You can share your screen and let's go open the task again.
Okay. Already, yeah. Okay.
Already?
Wait, not yet.
Okay,
Okay, wait, mister.
we'll try to
Let me open the.
finish it together.
Okay.
Okay, can you share our screen so I can see?
Yep.
So the first question is, what is server?
The server is. Wait. Okay, I'm supposed to be sharing my screen. Yeah. Wait. Okay.
Yeah. You need to share our screen so I can see your progress.
Okay. What is
Okay.
the server? Yes,
So
this one.
server is a computer yeah
Computer
that
that stores.
stores and distributes information. So
Yep.
basically, what the server is, yeah, basically in a theoretical way, it's a computer. We can call it as computer that stores and also distribute the informations. Okay, so
Okay.
that's the first answer. And then
What
second,
is the
so what is a
client?
client? So basically we
This
have the
one.
server and then client.
Okay.
Yes?
The computer that is requesting the information.
Yes, good. It's the computer that requesting the information. So basically
Okay.
what it looks
Oh,
like, maybe I can see you, I can
can you
draw
see
a
my
bit.
screen, mister?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay.
Okay, wait, let me see your screen. Yeah, I can see your screen. So basically, maybe I will try to discuss it. Okay, so basically, what's the server and client looks like? So basically, the server is on here, which is on the right side. We can call it. Sorry for my. Okay, maybe I will type it instead of that. We have server, and we have also the client. So basically, client is we can call it as someone that requesting the information. So maybe if like you, maybe you want to ask me about Mr. What who is the founder of America, maybe yeah, or maybe the US. You are requesting, and I will give you the answer. So basically, I'm the server, and then you are the client. So that's how the looks like of the client and server. Understood?
Understood.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good. So let's go. We go again for the number 3. Okay, so which of the web's address are correct.
Wait. I think it's this one. Oh yeah, no. Oh wait, this one. Wait, what?
Okay, can you try it again?
What about addresses do you? This is IP address ya?
Yeah, that's the IP address.
What?
So
How
we can
many
call it as,
how many correct answers are there?
we have two correct answer. Okay, sorry. We have two correct answers for this. Yeah. So basically the web address, we can make it by using the HTTPS. Maybe you can see on your screen, we have HTTPS maybe, as you can see, just like on here. Can you, uh, you know what is HTTPS, Keanu?
Uh, the what? The
Slightly?
address
Yes, that's the address. What is the BS letter means?
server.
No, it means secure.
Oh,
So we can,
secure.
yeah, it means secure. So basically, as you can see the lock. Can you see? It's locked. So basically, it's so someone will not. It's likely someone will. It's hard to steal our data and so on because we are using HTTPS. We can see this one, and also S. That means secure. And then for this one also, we can use the IP address for this one. It's basically start from 192 and blah blah blah. As you can see, you can see it maybe on your Wi-Fi when you open your device. We can see your IP address for that. Okay, so we have two correct answer for this one. So now let's go. We go for the no. So the question, the correct answer is this one, which is the Algorithmica. Maybe I will give you this one, and then
And
one more is this one. Sorry, no, not that, not that. Ah, that one.
oh, that
Okay,
one.
good.
Why?
Yes.
Why this one instead of this?
Okay. So basically, when we go for this, the last part must be close with one or maybe zero. We cannot say it as 256 because it's not. That means the bytes. Okay. Maybe you
Okay.
need to know about the concept of the bytes and bits and binary. Do you know the binary notation in computer? Okay,
Binary
maybe.
notation as
Oh, sorry. Can I
the
draw?
zeros and ones.
Yes, zeros and one. Good. So basically, the computer is only know about the zero and one. Yeah. We can call it
Yes.
like that. So basically, we only have the zero and then one for this one. So basically, that's how the computer will know about what the information looks like, and it will translate by using the Python or maybe some like another language. Okay, let's go for number 4. That's the concept of with its definition. So what is the website, Keanu?
The website
We have
is
the computer, internet, front end, and back end.
okay. There. This one.
Okay, maybe I can make it this one.
Okay, done.
Databases, global. Done?
Done.
Okay, good. Sorry, is it correct? Okay, so basically, yeah, we can call it as this one. So we have the website, which is we can call it as set of web pages located on the same domain. And then the front end, yeah. Maybe you also familiar with this. We have the role for the front end, maybe a front end developer and then back end developer. So that's someone that work for this platform. So for the front end, it will go for the maybe like UI UX and then make the menus and so on. And then for the backend, it will go for the functionality, which it's about the database and so on for this one. Okay, and you already correct answer the correct answer. Okay, let's go for number 5. Okay, so match the tool with its purpose. So what is the HTML and CSS for the purpose, GS or maybe Python and then SQL. So you know SQL, Ken?
SQL. What?
You know
No.
SQL? Okay, so basically SQL is we can S is structured. That means structure. Sorry for.
Oh.
Okay, I will type
Oh.
it maybe.
Okay.
So basically SQL is structured query language. Structured query language. So we can call it
Oh.
like this. So it's
What?
how we can interact with the database. It's also the programming language anyway. Maybe we will learn a bit about this on today's lessons. We will try to discuss about this.
Of SQL.
Yes, SQL. Okay,
Okay.
interactions with the users.
So
Okay.
SQL is like the back end structure.
Yeah, it's basically how we can discuss with the back end. It's
Oh,
likely maybe when you go to the Japan, you need to discuss with the Japanese. You need to know their language, like, right?
oh, okay, okay,
Yeah. So basically, that's how we can use the SQL. So basically, it's a different language.
okay.
Okay, and then this one. Let's go. Make the URL from these parts. So how we can make this? Okay, maybe the first letter will be HTTPS, and then once again.
Oh, I switched. Wait,
Okay, maybe
what?
you can also see your the easiest way. You can also see your you can see your tool your bar, and then you can see that how it looks like, yeah, how we make it. As you can see,
Oh, okay,
maybe for
okay.
this one, yeah. Okay, HTTPS, and then we go for the double slash, and then for this one we go for the Wikipedia, of course,
And then the or
English, Urge, and then the last part is, oh sorry, Wikipedia. Oh sorry. Okay, sorry, I need to put this. Then I adjust this. Okay, I need to. Sorry, I wait. How I can change this position? Okay, so basically this one, yeah. I just need to readjust this one. So I have HTTPS and then English, and then also Wikipedia, and then the last is ORG. Yeah? That means ORG. That means for organization. So it's not the profit base.
profit based. Okay,
It's not the profit base because it's we have ORG. That means organization. Okay. So
okay,
okay, good. Let's go for number 7. Define as functions of the components parts of the HTML element shown below. So we have this one, P, BR, and then slash P. So what is the P? So P is for the opening tag. Yeah. We can call P as the opening tag.
oh, opening tag. This is
Yes. And then we have
closing
also
tag.
the slash P. Don't forget, it's for the closing tag. And then for the element content, we can call it as, yeah, this one, social entrepreneurship, startup ideas. So that's the content that we want to add to our code. And then we have also the BR, that means the break line.
Okay,
Okay. BR, it's likely for
oh,
the break line.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, let's go for the next question. What is the content of the specified HTML elements? So what we have on here, we have the head, HTML body, and also the title. What is the head?
The head is the document title.
It's about the additional information about the web page. And then the title, yeah, we can call it as document title. And then the
Oh,
body,
wait.
yes.
Yep, head is
HTML is we can call it as on the web page content.
yep.
And then the body is the content displayed in the browser
Okay,
window. So that's the answer for this one.
okay,
Have you
Mister.
finished?
Yep, I finished.
Okay, let's go to the next questions. Number 9, what is the purpose of the following HTML elements? So we have the P anyway, so it's for the paragraph, of course. And then we have
H2
the H2,
is that
that's for the heading. Yeah, it's for the heading. So we can go it for the title. And then forget the
wait a minute.
img, that means the image for the image display. And then we have also the quote, yeah, to make the quote and so on our HTML element. We can use the block quote tag.
Okay, this is title.
Yes.
Paragraph. Okay.
Okay, let's go for the next question. Number 10.
I
Okay, so what is the
italic
purpose? Yes,
bold
good. The I for italic, B for bold, BR for the line break or mini
line
break
break,
line.
yes, and
Yes, and
horizontal line.
HR for the
Oh,
horizontal
okay,
line.
okay.
Yes. So easy, yeah, for this. And
Okay.
then next we have
L
UL, OL,
is
LI, and A.
bulleted list. This one
So
is
basically
ordered list, yeah.
UL is unordered and OL is ordered list. So we can call it as UL as the bullet list, OL as ordered. So that means it will be, we have the number for this one. And then the LI, that means the list item.
List. Okay.
And then A, that means for when we want to create the link, we can use the A. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
And then number 12. Okay, choose the appropriate HTML code options. Mark the code options we can use to get the message formatted as shown in the screenshot. So as you can see, the business incubator word of the code is selecting programmers for its projects. So something that maybe we can see that is the word of code is on the bold, yeah, and then also italic, right? So maybe we need to choose the bold or the bold of the word of code. It's incorrect because the tag for this is B, not bold.
Yes.
And then for this one also, let's go, yeah. So for this, we only have three options. And then once again, word of code, is it selecting programmers? Okay. Programmers is in the bold and then
Oh,
is in italic content for its projects. Okay, I think it's
okay.
correct for this
Yeah,
one.
I got it correct.
Okay, B is selecting. Don't forget we need to use the BR to split between the word of code and then is
Yes,
selecting.
I got it correct, Mister.
You get the correct answer?
Yes, I can see my screen.
Sorry. Okay, good. So basically, we have the two options here for this, yeah, two correct answer for this. We can use the block quote and then also the
The
paragraph here for this one.
paragraph. Okay.
Okay, good. You already answered the all of the tasks and also all of the questions for this, and you guessed the correct answer for this. Very good, Ken. So let's
Okay.
go. For now, we will try to discuss again and move to our presentations. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen, Mister. May I grab a glass of water, Mister?
Oh yeah, okay, okay. You
Okay.
can. Okay, let's go. We continue our class, yeah.
Okay, then, Mister. Okay.
Okay, so now we go for discussion formatting and HTML document for this. So if we look at the real websites, we can see that most of them have a particular design and also formatting. Some have a unique and easily recognizable style. So basically for the site formatting, maybe you can see this when you want to log in the algo. So we just need to type our name on here and also our password. So basically it's very simple right there. We just need to type this one. We need to type our name and then the password and then just sign in. That's the content looks like. Very simple. Would it be possible to design this kind of site by using HTML syntax element we've studied? Not yet for this one, but today we will take a look at more powerful web page formatting tools for this one. Okay, so we will discuss about formatting elements in HTML. So now we go for the controlling the fonts. In HTML, font size is measured in conventional units from 1 to 7, and the default average text size is 3 units for this one. And adding the big tag increase the text size by 1 unit, and while adding the small tag makes the text smaller, and
Smaller.
text can be nested within one and another models.
What is the meaning of nested?
Nested, that means we can call it, in Indonesia, maybe we can call it as percabangan. Yeah, it's like maybe, maybe it's like the root of the tree.
Okay.
Okay, so basically we
Okay.
have so many roots and we have also so many leaves when we see the tree, right? So that's what the nested looks like and what's the explanation of nested. But we will discuss in this today's lesson, so don't worry. So example
Okay.
of HTML code for this one, as you can see. So basically, RGB model color shades. A shade is a variety of the color that differs from the others in the degree of the brightness. As you can see, maybe we can call it as hat. We have also the body, RGB model shades, and also a shade, which is a variety of the color that differs from the others in the degree of the brightness and also density. We can just add our LI for the darkness, the red, the salmon, the dark green, and so on. And then for controlling the fonts, so we have the font type, which is a tag for changing the font characteristics, such as size,
Color
color, and
and
also the
type.
type for this one. And the tag attributes that can be used selectively for this, we have the color, for we sets the color of the text, and then we have also the size, where we set the font in the conventional units, and also the face here for defines the font type. So what the font type that we want to use, we can use the face. An example for resizing and coloring the font. So basically we have the title for this one. We have the little bit. We have also the font size, maybe 5, and then color red for this one. And then for this one, we want to make it our sentence first. As you can see, first, it will looks like this. The sentence is, we call it, it's
Font
for
color
red.
red.
Yes.
Oh, first.
And its size, yes.
And its size
We
is
make it
font size
5 pixels.
5 pixels.
Yeah, so basically because of we set our size content on our
Oh.
font tag. Okay.
Well, what is the default font size?
What is the default font tag?
Font
Maybe
size.
font size. Maybe for this, maybe it's likely, yeah. I don't know exactly, but maybe it looks like 2 or maybe 3, maybe 2, yeah, for this one. But I think when we go for the default, it will just like this one, yeah. Maybe it's we can say it's 2 maybe for the size.
Okay.
And then example of changing the font type also. So maybe as you can see when I change the font face to be fantasy, it will look like this, the original. And then also the cursive, because I'm using the face cursive font, it will look like this. You can see that, right? The difference between the original font and also the cursive font. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, so now for working with the text, so there are few additional text that can be used to format the web pages. But there's a serious drawback to this approach. Okay, so what we need to think for this. So if you want to spell all the identical elements in our HTML document, like headings, we will have to repeat all the text and attributes every time, which is not efficient. An example of the code formatting, as you can see, so the following words use italicize typeface. So we can see just like this, we make the following word use the underlined typeface. As you can see, we are using this, we make our content, and we make the P. The following word use the superscript, as you can see. We are using the sub, and it will look like this again, superscript.
Superscript.
Yes.
Sub is what is sub?
Sub for making it just like this.
Floating.
Sub. Make it likely
floating. Small.
Yeah, and floating.
Floating.
Yes, just like that. And then we just need to set the the font size. Now, as you can see, we have the following words using italicized typeface. So just look like this, and we can make just like this one. And we make the italic, and then the output will be look like this. And then now for working with the text. If the site consists of a few dozen pages, we will have to copy all those texts and attributes to every single page to achieve a uniform style. And what if we want to change the style of the entire site all at once? So we will have to change the attribute values of each tag on each page. And we need to also learn how to use a more efficient styling tool for this one. So now we will discuss about the CSS that I mentioned at the very first time of our discussions, which is the cascading style sheet. So basically, cascading style sheet are most often used to format all the page of a site in a single style. And styles are a set of parameters.
Isn't CSS like a programming language? If I'm
Yes,
not wrong.
it's the programming language. It's the programming language.
This is the programming language.
Yes, it's like the programming language that we can use to adjust our content to make our content more colorful and looks good and so on. So we can utilize the CSS.
But we are still in HTML.
Yes, so basically we can combine HTML and CSS. So styles are a set of parameters that we can use to set the appearance of all the identical elements of the page. For example, at the first level of headings.
Okay.
And then for benefits of using CSS, so the page code is not mixed with the information about the formatting and parameters. So if we place the page code, we set the layout and the formatting parameters for the elements, which is the design in different files. We can do work on the design and the layout of the site at the same time. And then for the second, we can go for adapting websites for mobile devices. So we can use the styles to define the appearance of the web page for the different output device. So we can make maybe the monitors, the printers, the smartphones, and also tablets, and etc. And then number 3, we can use the more options for this one, which is for formatting elements. So unlike the HTML, there are a lot of more formatting options for web page elements in CSS for this one. And then for fast website loading, so if a site is stored in the spared file, The file is cached in the browser when the site is visited. And when the page is revisited, the style sheet is retrieved from the browser's cache for this one. And as a result, after this, the web page code is reduced and the loading time for the documents becomes shorter because we are using the CSS to make our website looks good and able to make it shorter for the loading time. And now, question now, how can we create a style sheet? So basically, inside HTML tag, we can describe the style of an element. Basically on this, yes. So basically, we just need to add the CSS content for this one. And then for this one, CSS in the head, so we can use the style tag inside the head section. So just add the style first, at the very first, just add the style, and then the color red, and then also the background. As you can see, yeah, just add this one, the style and the background, yeah. So basically, it will be look like this. The output will look like this one, yeah, the heading and also the paragraph. The heading, as you can see, for this heading, we are using the H1. That means we
Whoa,
are using the color red. And then for the P, which is the paragraph, we are using the color blue. And then
background
also we
yellow.
are using the background for the yellow. And then the
Oh,
output will look like that. Okay,
okay.
understood?
Understood.
Okay, we go next. So now in the Spirit file, we can also, so basically we can embed the CSS inside our code. Or maybe we can also split it. And we can also describe the style sheet in the Spirit CSS file and then link to our HTML content. And both files, HTML and CSS, should be in the same folder. So basically, if you want to only make the CSS content, maybe you want to reuse it, maybe for the next purpose of your development, we can use this, we can split this. But make sure that you place this in the same folder. So it will look like this. So we just need to link. So basically we have the P, that means the paragraph piano. We set the color for red and then the background for yellow. And then after that, we set this one. Don't forget to add the name of the CSS. So basically for this, we got the name for this is the style sheet. And we go for this one, red yellow CSS. And then we go for the P, that means the paragraph. And then the output will look like this. Yeah, just like the what we mentioned on our CSS with the color red and also the background yellow for this one. And then storing style sheets in this particular file is also the preferred method when designing a site. Experiment with the site to see the full functionality of this method. So basically we can use this one, www CSS Zen Garden. You just need to explore this one and you will see a lot
Oh,
of the content, yeah,
Zen
how to
Garden.
make the CSS design. When we choose the different formatting styles, we can also see the completely different style for placing the same material on the screen. And basically this one, yeah. So basically, can you give your opinion? Can you how it look like these web
It
pages? You
looks
like it?
very flashy and very colorful
Very
and
colorful,
um very 2000s like website.
very 2000s. I think it's not
Yes.
modern site, right?
Yeah, no,
It's
not
like
modern.
maybe
Yes.
very old school. I think, yeah. It's
Yes.
like maybe
Since there's so many
yeah,
colors.
first yeah, maybe 2001, 2002, maybe I think. Okay, so basically for this one, this is a Zen Garden. We can see the demonstration file, yeah. And maybe can you give your opinion about this site now? Is it modern or is it better than the previous or what?
This is for
Based on
the
your
exp
opinion, based on your opinion, which
uh
you you prefer the most?
the
The
previous
previous,
one. Yes, the
the
previous
previous
one.
one.
Yes.
Why? Can you describe why you're not choosing this?
Because it is like it's less detail and there's no life to it, you know.
Okay, no life. Okay, okay. Thank you for your
It
opinion.
yes.
Yeah, okay. And then about this, how about this? Is it
Mm,
better?
it's better than the previous one, but it's worse than than the first one.
It's worse. Okay,
Like very very modern minimalistic
modern minimalistic. And you
yeah.
don't like it?
I like it. I like it.
Oh, you like it.
I like
So
it, but I like the first one better.
you like the first one better.
Yes.
So if you have the site like this, so what you will adjust and you will add to make it more colorful and looks good maybe, what you will add? or what we will adjust for this one? Hello, Keanu?
Maybe I'll add like some graphics design.
Oh, some graphics.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, nice. And then this one, I think also, yeah, it's very, very, it took like very complicated, I think, and it's very small. Maybe it's likely when you want to go for the shop, or maybe you want to go for, like you go to shopping and you will see this one, I think, yeah. And
Okay. I think I like this one like
oh, you
the
like this
least,
one?
and I like this one the least
Okay, I see.
because like I don't like the colors.
You don't like the color. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And now for the CSS syntax for this one. So basically, the CSS file describes the formatting parameters of element selectors and general syntax appearance for this. So we can make the selector and then we set the property for the value. And also there's no limit, yeah, to the number of the property value pairs for each selector for this one. And then for this one, so basically we just need to use this. We can see the block code on here. So basically we just need to set the block code. We make the background maybe for this dark green and then color for light green. And we just need to call it. After that, as you can see, the output will look like this, yeah. But not for the subthreads because we are not creating something the CSS for this P. That means for the paragraph.
So it
See the
is just
yes, just
default
default.
text.
It's just default because we don't make any changes and we don't make any adjustment for this one. Okay.
Okay.
And then we can also apply the same formatting options to the multiple selectors. Or in this case, the other parameters, for example, the font size for the headings of different levels will remain individual, while the background and the text color will correspond to our settings. So basically, just like this, we have the H1 and also H2. We set the background for the dark green, and also we have the color for the light green. So basically, we just create this one, yeah. So we set the title for the headings, and also we set the body. We have the H1 and also the H2 for this one, and the output will look like this because we set as you can see, we set
Oh,
the two. Yes, we can also maybe if you want to add more than one headings, maybe more than one tag, we can split it by using the comma, and then the
so
output will
so
look the same.
so the CSS is directly connected to the HTML and it's for
Yes,
styling the text.
it's
Okay,
connected.
okay.
It's already connected because
Okay.
we set the X1 and X2. And then the values of the style properties. So we can also use the following as the values for the properties that describe the selectors. So we have the numbers, which is the combinations with the various units of the measurement. We have also the colors in RGB format, or maybe in the form of the keywords, and also the address, and also the keywords. So basically, we have the four kind of lists. And for the numbers, we have the maybe we can use the percentage. Maybe for the width, we can set this for the 20%, for example. So basically, it will be the element with the relative to the screen width and also the pixels. So basically it will be 30 pixels for the element size and the pixels. Comparison with the current element, we can make it maybe 1.5 centimeter. Maybe we can also use the percentage. And then the points, we can use the points, PT. So 1 point, that means 1/72 inch. But maybe to make it simplify, just use the 24 or maybe 1, 2, and 3 and use the point. And then the millimeters, yeah.
Okay.
So basically it's the margin left. We have the 30 millimeter. It will shift the left text to the right, left indent by 30 millimeters for this. And then the color, yeah. Color also can be set in three ways. So we can use the keyword with the using the color name, just like the black, green, red, and so on. And also we have also the RGB format for this one. We can use the decimal system, and also we can also use the hexadecimal system for this. And for the color name, as you can see, we can just spell it just like in English, silver, black, maroon, olive, green, and so on. We can also use the code, yeah. That means the hexadecimal by using the hashtag, just like this. Okay. And then for the RGB color model, so we can also define a color using the red, green, and blue values, which the value of each of the three colors can be set in the both the decimal and also hexadecimal number systems. And then as you can see, we can also use the decimal number system. That means RGB, red, green, and then blue. Red is for this one, green for this one, and then blue for this one. And in the hexadecimal number system, we can use this hashtag, hashtag 00, double F, and double A. So that means for when we want to go for, we want to set our color. So we have so many options for this. And then for the RGB color model, so basically we can also use this one. So we can set the body for make our body content, and also the P for the paragraph, and also this one for the heading. So we can set this by using maybe the RGB color just like
Oh,
that. And it will look like this, yeah, just like you can see, yeah, you can see this. The output will look like this because we set the body for this color, the P, the paragraph for this class, and then the H1, that means the background color for our heading, that means about class. Okay,
okay.
and then the address. So the address specifies the path to the file with image, texture, sound, and etc. For the syntax URL example, we have the HTTPS ALG Academy IMG coding statsmap.png, for example. And then for formatting example, as you can see, yeah, how your opinion about this, Keanu? You like this style of this web page?
Um, um, too too intimate. Okay.
I think it's very boring. I think not good, right?
Um, no, I it reminds me of something inappropriate. Okay.
Okay. So basically for that formatting anyway, so how to make that likely simple website? So we can set the head, of course, and then we set the style. On this, we set the background for this URL image, no repeat, and then the H1 background. So basically on here, we add our CSS inside our HTML code. So we embed them in our code. We not split them. And we set what is the class on the H1, and then the P on the paragraph, we set the framework of the class, and then HTML content, and then so on. Sorry. Okay, and then the
Okay.
keyword. So the values of the some properties can be also
May I
implemented
go to
by
the toilet
keywords.
first, Twister?
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, again. Okay.
Okay, done, Mister.
Okay, let's go. We continue, yeah, for the lessons, Keanu. So we only have 15 minutes anyway. Can you see my screen? Okay, so anyway, for the keywords, the values of some properties can also be denoted by the keywords. And the keywords are written without the quote, yeah, for this one. So we have the keyword just like this. We have the body. We set the font family for Pradana, and then the background color, we set the Alice blue. And then the P for the text align rights, and also the H1 for the sentence. So basically, we will look like this, yeah, for the content. Because we have the HTML, we have the keywords for the title, and then for the H1, we have the heading, and we make it center. And then for the P, that means this is the main text. We make it for the right, yeah, the right content for this one. So basically, it will look
Okay.
like this. Okay,
Okay, wait, let me see.
understood? Any question?
Okay, your microphone is kind of
Hello?
again. Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay,
It was my volume. Okay.
okay, good. Okay, we go next. And then, okay, maybe we will try to go, yeah, Keanu, yeah, for the now a new topic about the CSS classes. So basically for this, I will make it quick because we only have 40 minutes anyway. So we need to imagine the following situations. When we go for formatting a complicated text and we need to sum of the paragraphs to be formatted according to the special rules. For examples, we want to descriptions for the examples to be written in a small font, in italics, and maybe placed on the gray background with the slight shift to the right. So what should we do? And there's only maybe one paragraph tag and also can only have one style for this one. And then, so what we need to do, we can go for this one. Yeah, we can add some headings, quotes on the specific topics, and then the list with the specific information. So basically, we can maybe use this here for anywhere. And then for the CSS classes, so to set up the same appearance for a group or maybe subgroup of the elements, we can use the classes. So classes are used as attributes of the text which we can associate with the page element and also its formatting style. So basically, just like this, so we are using the class for this, we are using the tag name p.gray. So because of we have the p tag and also we have the gray class. So we need to split that by using the dot. So it will be just mention this one, Keno. It will not make our another paragraph look like this, but it will make only one paragraph. As you can see, the recent development is not looks like the below here because we set for the P and then the class with the name of the gray. So basically this one, which is the sentence of the computer system was initially developed and blah blah blah. Understood?
Okay, I understood.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. Wait.
Okay.
P dot. Oh, so if you're going to include if you're going to specifically like edit a class, you have to use p dot gray.
Yeah, yeah. We need to use the p.gray because of you know because of we are using we have the class for gray for this one, so it will look
So
like
it's not
this.
p dot class
No, so the
dot
class
gray.
is the tag.
Oh,
The
okay,
tag,
okay, okay,
and
okay,
then the name of the content of tag is gray because we are setting the name for this is gray. You
okay,
maybe you
okay.
also able to adjust. Maybe you want to change the name. Maybe you can likely maybe just give the name. Maybe text or maybe what tag or maybe what you can just add that. Okay, so now commonly use CSS properties. So basically we have the color. It will specify the text color of an element. We have the color. We can use the RGB like this, which it will be three kind of the format ya. And then once again, the background color, it will specify the background color of an element. We have the color for RGB, and then we have also the background color for Aqua ya, because we set it for Aqua. And then for the font size, we can set it for 40 pixels, or maybe something like that. Maybe you can adjust for maybe 15, 25, and maybe, whatever. And then for the property value option, so the font size can be specified in the pixels, which is px, and the endpoints, which is pt. Relative to the font of the current element, we can make it as em. We can also use the keywords like x small, medium, large, and maybe x large for this one. So basically, we have so many options for this one. And then for the font weight, so we can specify the weight of an element fonts ranging from
Ranging from
100
100
to
to
900 in
900.
increments.
What?
Yes. So we can make it increment.
What does weight mean though?
It will be, it will be make it more likely, like this. Maybe it's, sorry, I will try to draw.
Oh,
Maybe we can make it
thickness.
like, yeah, the width maybe a bit
Uh,
for the 200. Maybe I think
oh, thickness. Okay, okay.
likely the thickness. And then for the font style, we can make it as italic, yeah, for this, for example. And then for formatting example, as you can see, we can make it like we set the P paragraph for the color. We are using the RGB, the background color for aqua, and then font size for the pixels, just like this, and then font weight for 700. And then it will look like this, yeah, for the example of this. Okay.
Yep.
And then the outer and the inner indents. So we can also use one of the two properties to create white space around the web page elements. We can use the external indents. We can call it as margins, and then the internal indents, we can call it as padding, yeah, for this one. And then as you can see, the outer and also inner indent. So we have the margin, the border, and then the padding. We have also the content. This is where the content of the element is placed. Yeah, we can make it likely like the text, the and so on. Yeah. So basically, we can just make it like this. And then the padding, so the following properties, set the value of the field. So we have the padding bottom, which from the bottom edge, and then the padding left from the left edge, and then the padding right, yeah. So basically it will be the from the right edge, yeah. It will be the padding top from the top edge, yeah, for this one. And then as you can see, so basically when we adjust the padding, I mean, so you can see the font size for this one. We have the font size for 2 EM and then the aqua, and then we set the padding left for 50, and then as you can see, it will be, there's a space because we are setting this as 50. And also for the top, we also add this as 50. So basically the text will look like this, yeah, will be placed on this place because we set to the left 50 and then to the top 50. Okay?
Oh, padding left, padding top. And the font
Yes.
size 2 EM.
Yeah. The font size, we can make it as 2 EM also. Maybe we can use the
Ooh,
50 and maybe so.
what is EM again, mister?
Okay. Okay, so maybe I will go for this again. Sorry. Okay, so EM is this for this one, yeah.
Current okay,
Current
okay.
element. We can maybe use also pixel maybe for more
Points.
general and
Oh,
also
PX
PT for
points.
points.
Current element. Well, what does current element mean?
Sorry,
What does current element mean?
current element, that means our current element, our current content. Maybe you adjust the content of, maybe you make the text name Hello Keanu, maybe for the example. And then that's the current element.
For 2 EM, what does that do?
Yes, 2M, that
What?
means the size. We set the size for 2M,
Oh,
but
okay, okay,
maybe
okay. Okay,
to
okay.
make it more easier, you can use just using the pixels, I think, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so basically for this one, we have the padding bottom from the bottom edge and padding left from the left edge and padding right, which is it will be from the right edge, and then the padding top, which from the top edge. And then for formatting example, as you can see, yeah, we can also adjust just like this, for this. And for the margin, the following properties set the amount of indentations, margin bottom from the bottom edge, margin left from the left edge, and margin right from the right edge. We have also the margin top from the top edge, yeah, for this. And as you can see, it will look like this, yeah, when we set for this one. So we set the margin left to be 50, top for 50. We are using this one, and then it will look like this, yeah, for the height, it's me. And width and height, so these properties set the width and also height of the block elements. The width and height values doesn't include the thickness of the borders around the element, or maybe the padding, or maybe margins. So basically it will look like this. We can also adjust maybe the width and also the height, just like this. We set the width with maybe 150. And for the height also we set for the same size. It will look like this canoe, yeah. As you can see, it's not in the same line for the height, it's me, because we are setting for the width for 150 pixels and also the height for 150 pixels also. And then it will be located just like this, yeah, on here. Understood?
Okay.
And then the border, yeah, it's will allows us to simultaneously set the thickness, style, and also the color in the border around of an element. To set the border only on certain sides of an element, we can use the border top, bottom, left, and right properties for this one. So basically, as you can see, yeah, we have the content of the border. So we have the red for
Lime
making red.
dash red dotted.
Yeah, line dash, solid, double. So basically it's the type of the line. When we are using
Do
the
I
dotted,
have
as you
to
can see,
include the symbol?
sorry, what symbol? This
Like
one?
yeah, the square, yeah.
That's not, that's automatically will show up
Oh, okay, okay. When I type
when
it.
you type ref. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So we have four kind of the dot, yeah. We have the dotted, dash, solid, and also double. And you can see the difference. It's for double, it's for solid, it's for dash, and it's for dot. Okay. So that's the difference. And then for radius, yeah, so we can set the radius for rounding the corners of the frame. So if the frame is not set, then the rounding also occurs for the background. So as you can see, we can also make the border radius 10. So it will make as you can see, it will rounding our corner because of we are setting the border radius to be 30 pixels. When we don't set it, it will just likely rectangle because we are not setting the rounding corner. Okay, so
Okay.
that's how the border radius purpose. Okay. And then that's it, yeah. So we will go working on the platforms. Let's go, yeah. So basically that's the presentations. So in the next, we will learn the basic principles of working with the database and also create the website. But for today,
Create
we still have
wait,
a
wait,
time.
wait, wait. What create
We
the
still have a
we
create the
create
websites.
the website?
Yes, for the next lesson, we will try to discuss again and working with the database. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
We go for our 2 days lessons. We still have maybe 8 minutes, I think, or maybe 7. Okay, so
Module
what
one,
we need to
Mister.
do? Module number 24, module 6, lesson 2, and open for the number 2 lesson, platform CSS classes.
Okay.
Okay, format the text about the RGB color model. So format the text about the RGB color model and apply ready-made style to it. We have also the features of the markup. The title of the text RGB color model should be designed as the first tag H1 text title. The text before and after the list is formed as the two square paragraph and highlight the RGB abbreviations in italics and create a bullet list. Okay, let's go. As you can see, we need to make our result same with the example. RGB color model. Okay, so RGB color model, I think we need to go this for using the H1. Yeah? Don't forget to
Okay.
state about the HTML anyway. So because we are using the document of the HTML.
The human of the. Oh, wait, okay, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we will go for this. Maybe you can follow my instructions.
We're doing head, yeah. Head
Yeah, head, and then we make it the title
P.
first. So the title is this one, and then forget the close the. And then after
Yeah.
that, we can make our body now. Body. Inside the body, we have also the H1. What is the content of H1? So basically, it's the RGB color model. RGB color model.
The RGB color model, and this is
Yes. RGB, abbreviation of the English. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we can make it inside our content anyway. So we can make it inside the P
P.
paragraph.
Yep.
And then forget the abbreviations is on italic. Okay, red and blue, blue.
Oh,
Okay,
the abbreviation
until,
is on italic. Okay.
yes. Okay, just like this. And then use this P. When I run this, okay, as you can see, yeah, it will look like this. It's already good enough. And then we will try to continue. What we need to do now, so we need to we need to quote about the UL. Don't forget UL is unordered list. So open the UL and then give the list item, just like this.
Open UL, huh? Oh,
UL is the list item. Type the UL. Inside that, add the list item. Red, green, and then blue. Okay.
like this, Mister.
Wait. Maybe you can see my screen for following this.
Oh, I haven't shared my screen, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
you need to share our screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot to include the body. Wait.
How?
I forgot to include the body. Wait.
Okay, don't forget to include the body.
Okay.
Okay, don't forget to make it bold also, yeah. Anyway, we need to make it bold because the content is bold inside this.
Okay, well, let me share my screen first.
Yes, you need to share a screen.
Okay.
Okay, and then after that, maybe the last part is just we need to add this on inside the p tag, just inside the paragraph, and then forget to close the body. Okay, I think it's already the same. What we need to do now is we just need to adjust the CSS content.
Is this correct, Mister?
There.
Yeah, well, let me see. Okay, now what?
Wait, I need to. Can you run this? Maybe you need to follow my HTML just like this. So we need to close the hat and also make sure that we have also the body and then so on. Okay, don't forget this to be we already have the name anyway. So make sure we add the class name for this one. And we have the name for the red, blue, and then green. So basically just add this inside the class red, class green, then class for blue. And then yeah, this one. As you can see, very simple, right? For this one.
Okay, wait.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so basically, just like this, I already finished for the task. If you finish, yes, green. Make sure you type it the same, yeah, just like the example. So open it with the li, that means the list item, and then close this with the li also, that means the list item.
What? Wait, what?
You the value of the class must be okay. Maybe you can just copy my this one, and I think because we also need to make it both. So maybe you can copy
Okay.
this.
Oh,
I send you my code.
okay.
Okay, can you run this?
Okay.
Can you checklist?
Passed. Okay.
Okay, so basically that's it, yeah. So what we need to do now, maybe you can see the CSS content, Keanu. So basically inside the CSS, yeah, as you can see, it's already defined for the red, blue, and then green. So basically we just need to call it, and then yeah, it will be adjusted the color, yeah, because we already make the class name red, and then blue, and then green, and then it will look like this. Okay, maybe that's it, yeah, for today's lesson because we already an hour, and also I think more, yeah, than an hour. Okay, maybe we can go back to the presentations. Sorry, I mean to the Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it, Keanu, for today's lesson. So what we've learned for today. So we've learned about the web page formatting for today's lessons. So we already discussed about the how we can make our website interactive by using the CSS, of course, yeah. And then we also try to review what we've learned so far in the previous lessons. And in the next, we will try to go for learning about the how we can interact with the databases. That means we can use the SQL, SQL, or maybe SQL for this one for discussing this. Any questions?
No questions.
No questions. And also for the tasks that haven't finished, you can also see the collab anywhere. You still remember the collab link? The collab link? Maybe you
The
can. I will send you here. So that's the collab link. You can use that if you have any trouble. And also you can also ask me if you maybe you have some difficulties when you are doing the task and maybe so on. Any question?
No questions.
No questions. Just like usual, before we go, can you summarize, Ken, what you learned for today's lesson?
We
What did you get?
learn how to style our text, and then like we learn to we revise the previous lesson also about
We
the
revised the previous
definition of
lessons.
yeah.
We reviewed the previous lessons about definitions, about the web page content, and also we go for how to we make our content. We style our web pages by using the CSS. Okay, so that's it, Keanu, for today's lesson. Thank you so much for joining the class. Hopefully, it will be good knowledge for you. And if you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. See you. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.